thing about it being over here is that it's so far. And they're dead anyways. Okay. So. Wow. I'm like, okay. Let's do this. No. Do I need to? Okay, yeah, I can. Can I sit here like this? I don't want to be too close because I've been looking at the screen for so many hours that my face is like. But I can't be too far away because then I have to yell. Does that work? I feel like I'm about to take a photo for like the school photo, the school yearbook. I should. I don't like that. I don't like that. Why do I look like this? Like, why do I look like this? It's how I feel. And then that's how I look. And then it's how I feel. Okay. How to increase your feminine yin energy. And the storm is about to start. Hold on. Don't sit crisscross like that. That's not feminine like energy. Okay. Okay. Sit crisscross like that. Okay. Ow. Okay. So I can't see what I look like because my glasses are off and I know it's not pretty. It's not. I've been looking at a screen for so long. Should I wait? No. Should I turn the camera? Maybe that'll be better lighting magically. It is better. It's not great, but it's better. Okay. How to increase your yin energy. What does yin mean? Okay. Should I plug in my Christmas lights? Yay. Okay. I have a very simple mind, clearly. My very, oh, see, that's right, like way in the way. Okay. So, is that really, I don't know if this, okay, let's try another way. Oh no, that's not good. Am I like, what's happening? What's happening here? Can you? Oh, this is such a feat. This is not working. Okay. What is happening? Okay. Wow. That actually took forever. And my hair, like, what is happening? I'm such a soccer mom. Okay, let me get my soy milk. Oh, no, I can't turn it too much. So what do I do? Okay. Is this bad? What is this? Okay. That's a little too right over there. Ugh. No. Okay, almost. Okay. It's still not quite where I want it because I'm too high up in the frame. This is the hard part. Okay. I think we're almost there. Wow, that took forever. Okay. Can I take them off? Or I can't? I think I can. Okay. This isn't the best. This isn't the best recording, like lighting situation. And it's pissing me off. What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm gonna spend forever trying to figure out what to do. This is a better lighting situation, but who wants to look at the dresser? No one. Okay. Back to square. Oh no. Okay. my god. Okay. Oh my god, what? How to increase your yin energy. Because as you can see right now, my yin energy is depleted, which is not good. This is why it's not good. Okay. There's a hair tie on the back. When you're okay, what is yin energy? What are you talking about? Okay, what are you talking about? Why do you look so bad? 12 minutes of me just like trying to figure out how to start a video. Be nice to yourself. It's okay, self. You're okay, self. Okay. Okay. What is, I want it to be closer, but it's too fucking bright over there. What if I just accept that this is the video? And that yin energy is submission. That is what yin energy is. Yin energy is fighting the need to fight. Like today in line at the store, the guy wanted to offer that I go in front of him. But I said no. I should have accepted it. So, this is too bright though. Why is this so bright? Okay. Oh, shit. Is that better? Not really. Maybe I should just wait till it's dark. It's probably better. Okay, I guess I'll wait till it's dark. Okay. When you try to film a video, but it doesn't happen. So you drink soy milk and get chocolate. And it's almost nighttime. Okay. Shit. So I guess this is a life is cinema. Because what is happening here? Ow. yin energy. It was perfect. I shouldn't have touched it. I'm sweating. Okay. Some days it's okay to not train. It's okay to not go to your boxing class. And it's important to restore your yin energy, your feminine energy. Femininity is yin. Yin is moon, is emotions, is water. It's everything that's nurturing. It's slow, restorative, walks in nature, poetry, music, all things Venusian. Venus is represented by Fridays. Fridays represent Venus. Today is Friday. Coffee is not Venusian. No. Boxing is not Venusian. It's Martian. So people who are very dominant Mars people, who are Martian people, should channel that energy somehow. But they have to temper it in some way, you know? Okay. So you can do that through singing, music, nature, the types of foods that you eat. Like yin foods are not very spicy, like very nourishing, cooling. It can be hot, but it's more about, that gets into constitution. Just think about nurturing. Yeah. Slowing down, the slow life. Knowing that, like, I knew today, I was like, okay, I don't want to talk to people and I don't really want to go outside. I mean, I'm not driving anywhere to go work out. Like, I worked out this week. I'm okay. I'm gonna survive, hopefully, or hopefully not. Whichever one I'll take equally. 50-50 on both sides. I don't have a preference for either. But that's not dark, that's acceptance. So what is yin? Yin energy needs to be nurtured, mostly through the acceptance and the release of force. Just like it took me 12 or 15 minutes. It took me longer to get situated for this video. I can't believe this has been going for 20 minutes. Letting go. water, scents, flowers, fresh flowers. Things that are Venusian are yin. Things that are emotional are yin. Like, if I were to pick out a book right now that's yin, let's see. Ooh, this is, okay. These are the books that I had that were closest by. So out of all of these, which is most yin? Okay. Which of these books is most yin? I think it's the 7 spiritual laws, or the spiritual laws of success. Paradisa, Scrying, Autobiography of a Yogi, and Master Book of Herbalism. This is yin. This could be yin. Very scrying, very yin. How to scry. Paradisa. I don't remember this. This isn't really old text. This belonged to the Haslam's bookstore owner's personal collection, the mother. And the son told me that when I bought all of these books, and the books that I found there were really good. And he was like, holy shit, how did you find all these? And he told me these were from her personal collection. And how did you find these? I only have this one, but I can't read it because it's so dark. But I mean, it's basically like the story of Genesis, but in a different way. You know, it's poetry. So this could be yin, because it's probably about fertility in life. They're all kind of yin. Spiritual laws, that's a little, like, law is a little too much. I would say most yin, tapping into your intuition, tapping into whatever. If you don't believe in this, okay, well then that's not a good choice for you. Herbs, what can be more yin than herbs? I don't know. It's about nourishing the body, not doing anything. What is yin is that part of your day where you just lay on your bed and do nothing. And you don't look at your phone. You don't talk. You just observe. And if you're lucky, you get to observe your observation. I was going to say observe your observing. You get to observe your observations. That's yin. Meditation is yin. The lifestyle that we live in is not yin. No. Waking up to alarms, working your whole day, every single day for thousands of hours, on a constant repetitive loop, feeling burnt out, living on fast food, constantly being behind, constantly being rushed. That is not yin. That is not nourishment. That is not, one, that is not natural. That is unnatural. Do you see the trees? Do you see any of the animals going out there? That's how you know that we're different, okay? I don't see apes driving cars from here to there. Okay. I don't see that. I'm not like the little guy like pissing on Darwin fish. I'm not the little guy like pissing on the cross. But just a thought, you know. So this right here is yin. That color of light is too hot. That's not yin. That bright light out there, that's not yin either. Staring at the stars, that's yin. That's what I want to do. I want to stare at the stars and not do anything and not think about anything. Massage is yin. It can be yang. I would say my style of work is probably more yang, but also yin. It's a good balance, I would say, actually. That's what makes me a good therapist. So you have to cultivate that in your body. Prayer. What is prayer? Probably yin. The thing is that we push ourselves so much. We're so used to pushing ourselves to create, to create, to create, to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this. So we forget that we need time to not do anything. That's so forceful, you know. Rehabilitation, restoration, time in nature, long walks, bath time. You know, it's like you have to refill the cup. Your supply. Wonder what the book says. The light's gonna be too bright. I'm not doing it. I do have a book light though. Where'd I put it? I took it out of the book, so why would I do that? Oh. Oh. Why did I do that? Did I fuck it up? I think I fucked it up. What did I do? Oh, no I didn't. Okay. Okay. My book light. This is a very good book. Whoa. Wow, that's not flattering. Okay. Let's see. Revelations 22:2. Look it up. Don't be lazy. That's not yin. Look at my hair. My hair is not yin. My hair is stressed. Okay. It's okay. The moon. Okay, we're gonna look up the moon because the moon is so important. You have to nourish your moon. You have to nourish your moon because your moon sign will drive you fucking nuts. Okay, we need to get that out of the frame. Okay. Your moon is, if you're someone like me, your moon sign is very arduous. Okay. So, me. This is why I don't go out. Okay, I just hang out. This is what it's like to hang out with me. Okay. I just read herbal books and talk about energy. Such a weirdo. Okay. Do I read out loud? What do I do? Am I allowed to do that? Yeah, I am. Okay. It doesn't say. It does say, okay. These herbs for the moon are for emotions and instincts. They help us to realize our ability to love. Their energy is like divine ecstasy. For the prognosticatician, these herbs remedially govern the uterus and ovaries, the breast, stomach, parts of the brain, and the esophagus. They are often used to treat coughs, which I've been doing all day, and colds. They work with the subconscious mind and are of value for all of those who work to develop their intuition. They may help us understand our childhood, or even those parts which we hated yet are essential to our health and maturity as adults. Thus, we are better able to understand those feelings which cause fear, inhibit our ability to love and be loved. Wow. They bring a higher degree of sensitivity and increase the childlike wonder of imagination. They are excellent for diseases caused by fear in change or lack of imagination. They are good for those whose limited vision causes stress and inflexibility. They help us to flow with the rhythm of life. Just as the ocean and earth flow with the tides of the moon, they are good for soothing domestic troubles, for the woman who serves a family and is not appreciated. Wow. I'm not there, and I will never be there, I promise. Oh, I might be. I hope not. Okay. Look, by studying more about astrology and watching the planets transit our own chart, you can learn the essentials of prognostics. That's this is me. Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my gosh. What? Wait. First house. Fifth house. The fifth house is of love, pleasure, sex, and all things which make life worth living. Okay. This is important stuff here, and I wasn't expecting to get into this, but I guess, you know, the either had a different plan. Wow. Talk about something important. So there's a section on transits, which refers to when a planet moves, how do they describe it? Across another position of a planet that you have in your natural natal chart. I know my hair doesn't look that great, but I don't know what to do. So I'm not a guy. So when one planet, so you have this chart, okay, and say your natural, when you were born, your one planet was here, and that's your like cutout stamp forever. It'll always be there, okay? 2 o'clock, you have a moon. Just imagine a little tiny moon at 2 o'clock forever in your whole life. This is just an example. Okay, well, the moon is a real thing. So what happens is that throughout life, it's always moving, right? Because there are all these, and the moon obviously transits a lot more than other planets, which take longer because they're further away from the Earth, right? So what happens then is that, okay, when, we'll just say the moon, we shouldn't say the moon because it happens so often. Let's say it was Saturn, because that's such an influential planet and people talk about their Saturn return a lot. So if it's the Saturn planet, I don't know how often it returns. It's like 30, 20 something years or something. I don't know. But when it comes back around, it's reigniting that natal position. So it's made that orbit and it's coming back around, but it's coming as with a different mask, right? Because it's a different time. So that's called a natal transit, and those can be conjunctions. So if it's like going on top of another, certain planets, say you have your Venus transiting your Saturn. Do you hear that thunder? Or let's say your moon is transiting your Saturn. Look, I always do that with my eyes. Like, I can't, like my fucking face. Okay, but I need to read. That's why I have them on. I can't read without them. Okay, so that's enough explaining. Okay, we need to get back to it. Basically, one planet moves over another. You get it, okay? And each planet has a whole different identity. All of these systems. All of these systems. Look at this, okay? So I'm gonna give you an example of how this happens. Let me tell you, okay? Okay. So just to confirm that my hair is falling out, that I have to get that door out of the frame. It freaks me out. I don't know why. Just to confirm, I just looked up my transits. It is not a coincidence that the moon is transiting my current ascendant. So, how I'm seen in the world, which is your ascendant, is reflective of the moon, which is what I am talking about directly right now. In Critica, which is my Mercury, which just went direct. Okay. Your ascendant is how the world perceives you. The moon could have been transiting 27 different other places at this very moment when I decided to read about this, the moon, in this herb book. Okay. Read out loud. Mercury, speaking out loud, direct. Okay. And your ascendant is your identity, how people see you, how you're seen in the world. Okay. This is Honorata. Honorata. That doesn't matter, but the moon is currently transiting Honorata, which is my rising ascendant, which is my Scorpio ascendant in Honorata. Okay. And how is it that all day I just picked up the moon? I didn't even know the moon was transiting. And I'm gonna post this. This is crazy stuff, okay? The cosmos are freaking nuts, okay? What? Okay, let's get back to it. Before my blinky light goes off forever. So we're gonna read about that right now. Maybe, oh, we already did. So this would be the moon. Do I want to say that? Not really. I haven't seen the word ephemeris in a long time. Kind of like, what were they? What were they? It wasn't an almanac. Okay, it wasn't an almanac. It wasn't a dictionary. It wasn't an encyclopedia. It was about the whole previous year. And I remember one of my, was it? I have to look this up now. We were so young, and one of my friends, like, kind of like a family friend, who was a guy who was older than me. But when I was younger, I always like kind of looked up to him. He always had those all around, and I always thought, like, is he actually reading this? Like, you know, he knows what, like, celebrity did this in March at the 20th, blah blah blah. What were they? Was it an almanac? Almanacs are for farming. What were those? Am I having, I don't know what's happening, but see, I can't. I'm only good at feeling things. Like, okay, I can tell you if something's about to happen. Okay. I looked up like machine learning today, and I was like, this is crazy. I don't know if I think like this. I don't think I do. And then it changed the way that I think about all of those people that I know who do those things. And I was like, whoa, okay. I'm like, wow. I think they were lying to me when they told me my IQ. Okay, let's see. Moon, Emerald, Peony, High Priestess, Moon, Pisces, Elder, Moonstone, Mugwort. I have a necklace that has a big moonstone on it, and it's silver. And I said this in one of my videos about increasing your Venusian qualities, which ties right back into the beginning of the video, which was about increasing your yin energy, which is moon, which is silver, which can also be Venus, because those are all Venusian things. So moonstone, wearing silver around the neck, around the throat, Pisces. Know where Pisces is in your chart. Pisces for me is in my 5th house of creativity. In my Navamsa, your Navamsa is going to represent who you become later in life. It also has a lot to do with marriage. Pisces is my 5th house, or in my 7th house, which is of partnerships. So that could be what my partner looks for in me, or what I look for in a partner. And not in my regular birth chart. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's not about me. Okay. Back to having space again for the 3rd time today, because I've been recording nonstop. Go to the index. I don't like bright lights. That's why I'm not turning the light on. Moon. 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 I don't want to look up moon magic. I'm not trying to do any kind of magic because I'm not ready for that. Because I can do it. 191. Okay. 191. Okay, that's not what we're going for. This is a serious text for people. I highly recommend it. The Master Book of Herbalism, Paul Bayerl. $260, $262, $266. Okay. Let's talk about the first house. Because I just talked about how the moon is transiting the first house. Look at my rising sign. So I'm going to talk about that so that you understand what's happening right now. First house. This house immediately follows the rising sign. It has to do with one's identity, self-image, and how one projects the self. It also interprets our behavior. It communicates the self to those around. Planets passing through this house have a tendency for causing reevaluation, sometimes doubt in the capability of the self or other ego-related situations. Planets such as Venus and the Moon tend to make the self more sensitive, needing reassurance. When these types of transits are occurring, solar herbs will give self-assurance during the times of doubt. Refer to the planetary passage to see what will fill the needs of these transits. Okay. Refer to the planetary passages. Okay, let's go back and see. I have too many things in my book. Planetary herbal correspondences. 351. Too many things in my book. Too many things in my book. Here we go. Okay. It's an appendix. Herbs of the sun. So this would strengthen any of those depletions. Or herbs of the moon, because if your moon is already weak, then I think it's kind of a feels thing. There are a lot of them. I don't want to read all of those. Coriander, cucumber, ginger, jasmine, anise, camphor, chickweed, coolwort, duckweed, fleur-de-lis, sea holly, iris, moonwort. Those are herbs of the moon. Herbs of the sun: almond, angelica, ash, bay tree, chamomile, frankincense, juniper, laurel, lavage, marigold, mistletoe, olibanum. Olibanum, I've never heard that. Peony, pimpernel, never heard that. Saffron, saxifrage, never heard that. Saxifrage, storax, no idea. Tormentil, nope. Sunflower, vine, and walnut. And St. John's wort, which, yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, the point of this video was initially to understand what it means what is yin energy. I was asking that the whole time. Little did I know that all of that was going to manifest. No idea. So thanks for hanging out.